Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, I am here. Let's see how these guys are doing. Hello, folks. Hello? Hello, is this thing working?
Hello.
How are you guys doing? Welcome to Forest of Flesh, episode 128. We're playing some Dungeons
Dazed
and
and
Dragons.
confused.
5th edition.
Ella's power apparently just went out.
Oh, really?
Ew. You've got to be kidding.
Oh, no.
We lost the bun.
Bad timing. So we got a couple things going on. That's why we're running a little bit late today. We got a Wolfrin who's late. Now we got Ella with power outage.
Issues.
It looks like we just lost 2 cams. It's just you cursing now.
2 cams?
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button.
Alright.
Oh, goodness. Oh, here we go.
All right. So we got Ella back.
Puppy dog is here.
Oh, Wolfrin's here. Okay. Wolfrin's
Got
here.
everything.
Wolfrin's made it.
Ella's not back.
Ella's not back.
Oh, it just hasn't kicked her out yet because, you know.
Oh no, the computer's acting up now. Oh geez. Okay, so we got a little craziness going on.
Ramblin', your game is cursed.
Yeah. It seems like it. Seems like giving Cursed a cam cursed the whole game. Okay, Ella's cam is back.
I can delete her.
No, don't delete her.
Okay, I think
the diamond dog is
All
here.
right, Ella's here. All right.
Whenever the power
Hello.
goes out, it takes a while for my computer to be like, "Oh, hey, this monitor should be on," and the monitor that I do everything on is the one that died. So
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, you know what? I've got my Celsius. That's all I need. We don't need power to run this game. Okay.
Watch his
Okay.
power go out right now.
They better not. We don't have any storms here right now, so I should say keep doing what it's doing, hopefully. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are all doing great this week besides the power issues and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna do the thing where we well, first I guess let me do some shout outs because I need to make sure that I get in the habit of doing these first thing. So if you guys enjoy the channel and whatnot, make sure you like, subscribe, share it out, all that fun stuff. You can also join the Discord. It is free. You can ask questions about making Vroids. You can get lore questions. You can see all the crazy memes that get posted in the chaos. Here is the link for Twitch viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, all these links are in the description below. You can also head over to deviantart.com/Jessica Pegarero. Check out the artwork for Vash from the A-Team Forest of Flesh. Let's see. You can also head over to Instagram, TikTok, Coffee, and X.com and show Joanne some support and check out some cool art at Asawan's Designs everywhere. Asawan01 on X. Here's the links for those. And of course, as always, our favorite Maquia art credits for the Maquia token. Here is that. You can check that out there. I think that's everything. Cool. So it looks like we're going to be hitting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube pretty soon, like the next video that goes up, which I have a video ready I'm gonna try to get it up tonight after game. So probably in the next day or so, we're gonna hit 10,000 subs on YouTube. So big thanks to folks for that. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give yourselves a big old pat on the back. If you got any ideas for something I could do for 10,000 subs, let me know, and I'll see if I can't get that done. As a thank you to you guys for watching. Maybe drop us some comments and stuff. That would be a big help for the channel. I'll just throw that out there. Some YouTube comments and stuff would definitely help us in the algorithm. Okay. Let's get to game.
Comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, apparently the subscribe button now lights up whenever you say that. It's kind of creepy.
Yep.
Oh, really?
It's pretty. It's a rainbow.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, or the Demi Lich will make you cease to exist, as we have seen recently.
Well,
but
he'll make you a gem, but you won't like it.
Yeah. It'll make you a nice new gem. We'll get to that in just a second. First, let's go around and introduce everybody's character, and we'll talk about what's going on with you guys and all that good stuff. And then we'll talk about where you guys are, and we jump into the game. So first up, as always, is Ferdy So Fly playing the Diviners. Abe and Flo for you guys. Ferdy, how's it going?
Everything's good. With them during the battle, they were unscathed. They did roll like a frightened condition, but it wore off.
Right on.
Other than that, they really want to pound all of these floating skulls, destroy them, because half of the party's gone for some reason.
Yes. Yes, half of the party is gone for some reason. Yeah. Well, good luck. I mean, I guess we'll see how it plays out. It's not looking very good right now. But I mean, it seems like maybe you guys have turned the tide on the fight. You did take out one of them. So we'll see. We'll see, I guess, here in a minute. Thank you, Ferdy. Up next, we've got Maury playing Lucero for you guys. New Lucero token. Maury, how are you?
I am tired. I am wired. If you hear a thump sometime in the game and I don't respond, I am fast asleep. Don't worry about me.
I hear you. Well,
I've been
at least
up since 4:30 this morning.
Oh, geez. Well, at least I'm not the
tired,
one who's
she's
been
wired, and if she doesn't go to work tomorrow, she's fired.
Yeah, because it's a brand new job.
Oh, congrats. Congrats. I know you had been talking about wanting to get that other job. I guess you got it good. Happy for you. Okay. Well, I guess thank you, Lucero. I don't know. I got thrown off my rhythm a little bit there. Up next is Keo playing courts for you guys. Keo, how are you?
Good, tired but not wired.
I'm just glad I'm not the one who's sleep deprived this week. I slept from the time I got off work till game time. So
for courts, she's good. She's flying high. She's trying to support everyone while up in the air, but people just keep disappearing. She can't help it. She's trying to distract one of them right now by staying up in the air, and having one of them follow her. We'll see how that goes. But one is down. Out of the three, we've killed one.
yeah. You've also lost 1, 2, 3 people that are gone, and then there's the people that are unconscious. So
Blub, blub, blub. No, we discussed this. I'm not actually blubbing.
Yeah.
I also don't know where he is.
Yeah.
No, I specifically said I had not stealth, so people do know where I am.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
We heard the thump.
You heard the splash of my legs in the water.
Oh boy. Well, I have faith. I think you guys can do this. It's not too late. Thank you, Keo. Up next is Joanne playing Cursed with a new cam today. Joanne, how are you? Joanne?
Hey, sorry. I'm here.
Okay, all right, cool.
Distractions.
Sometimes that's all
I'm
we can ask
present.
for.
I accidentally activated the Siri on my iPad, and it heard me say "I'm here," and it said "Welcome home." So that's a little stressful.
Distraction.
At
I
least
don't know
somebody's
what's
glad to
going
see
on
you.
because I wasn't here last week.
Oh, that's right. So we'll catch you up. We'll catch you up when we get through the intros.
Half the party's dead. We're gone.
I'm probably dead, but Cursed has a cute new little face. She's very cute.
Yeah. For
He's
sure.
adorable.
New cam looks great. Good job.
New cam, who dis?
No
Thank-
damn who did.
Thank you, Joanne. All right. Next up, we've got Wolfrin playing Mirkrith. Wolfrin, how are you doing? You're muted, by the way.
I know. I was role playing not existing.
Okay.
He's a diamond dog right now.
Wait, I am?
You don't exist.
Well,
So,
you
I
got
didn't know that
turned
makes
into
me
a
diamond.
gym, didn't you? So you don't
Yeah.
exist. You're just a stone.
Well, they said
diamond
that
dog.
I turned
Stoned
into a
right now.
gem. I don't remember actually seeing it. Then again, I don't exist.
yeah,
so
you haven't
that's a
seen a
perfect
gem.
person.
But some of the party has figured out the joke that I made.
Was a carbon puppy, and now he's a diamond dog.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say because I don't even get the ba this time. I just don't exist.
Yeah. Well, try to keep it under 3 episodes that you're stuck not able to play the game this time. Hopefully.
That would be nice, yes.
Did you work on that character I told you to roll? I gave you a sheet and everything, right?
That at least I did do.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Maybe we should have had some artwork prepared. But yeah, thank you, Wolfram. Up next is Ella playing Makie for you guys. How are you, Ella?
It is I. I too am tired. But
Are you wired?
not wired. Actually, I made some caffeinated tea earlier today, and then I took a nap. And I still woke up tired, so.
Right on.
Makie is also tired. She's tired of all this stuff going on. She just wants to get home.
Just want to go home. It's never that simple.
She was on a mission.
Yeah.
She's on a mission. She's done with this mission. She's had tough missions before that took a long time, but she's done with this mission and the emotional roller coaster it has put her on.
Yeah.
It's only been like 2 days, so since we showed up here.
Yeah, exactly. She's done with this.
Right on. Well, hopefully you can wrap up everything fairly soon. Because nothing ever goes wrong. Right? That's
Jinx us.
Is he planning something? I don't know.
Things have
maybe.
been going wrong since the moment I was assigned to this mission.
All right. Well, thank you, Ella. And last but not least, we've got Zach playing Candor. How are you, Zach?
I'm not tired and I'm wireless.
All right. Right on.
I'm also going to. There's going to be some talkings to had when I am conscious again.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have one
There.
question. Am I in trouble?
You'll
Yeah.
find out.
You're
All right.
not in trouble.
You're in trouble with someone, even if it's not Darren.
When have I ever not in trouble?
Speaking of which, I don't know why, but my name has not changed on this front sheet, so I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's weird. Sorry about that. I think I
Oh,
made a
it's
note
still-
to do that last time. I forgot.
Oh, there we go. Found it.
All right. Well, thank you, Zach. At any rate, Darren Candor, we'll get it right eventually.
Karen, Dander. I don't know.
Dander.
Okay, so we left off. Let me pull you guys down to the map here. So Joanne, you remember the 3 skulls, right? You were there for
Yes.
that. Okay. So the long and the short of it is combat broke out with them.
Great.
So yeah, I mean, the players had told me that told them not to get too close to Mirkrith. But the skulls are crazy. And you know, they don't listen so well. So one got too close, Mirkrith took a swipe at it, and that started combat. They're a lot stronger than I think the party expected. And so far they have disappeared. Mirkrith, Ruin, Faithless Sorrow, I think, is gone too.
Yeah.
They have all ceased to exist. Mard is dead. Mard has been slain. Darren / Candor is unconscious under the bridge. I think Hans is also unconscious.
Yeah, Hans is unconscious on the bridge in front of you after he at first distanced himself because he realized he couldn't do anything because his gun didn't have bullets. But he came back to aid you, I think it was. And then
Lucero, yeah.
because he came back to aid, he got downed.
So still in the fight, and only barely for most of you. You still have Quartz, Cursed, Avenflow, Lucero's
Lucero.
barely hanging in there, and Makie. And yeah,
Most
it's
of Lucero self-inflicted.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reason why Lucero is so low is because he sacrificed hit points to heal Cursed and Makie because we both got dropped. These things have some ability that can take you from full to 0 instantly
yes,
if
yes,
you
they do.
fail the save.
Their
So
abilities are
why.
extremely chaotic. Yeah, they disappear you into non-existence. They can drop your HP from full to nothing, no matter what it is. They're a cheesy enemy, and I think we can all agree that we hate them. It's from
Good news is we killed the blue one.
Yeah, you did kill one of them. Yeah, they're from Tomb of Annihilation. I think at least that's where I first saw them. So
How are they looking again?
do what?
How are they looking again?
How are they looking?
One is bloody.
The green one's bloodied. The red one is slowed and also restrained and bloodied. It looks like. And there's might be something else on him. I forget what the blue dot was. So they're not too far behind their blue friend who is dead. So I reckon let's get this thing started. Let me find the turn order disappeared from my GM layer. I think it's not showing up.
It also disappeared for us.
There
Oh,
it is.
it turned back on. Okay.
There it is. I flicked it off and on a couple times to try to get it to come back. There we go. I'll put that for those of you watching on the stream. I'll put it at the turn order at the top of the chat for you guys, the Roll20 chat, so you'll still be able to see the rolls and everything. And that way it gets kind of out of the way so you can see what's going on the screen. And let's cue up some fight music, I guess, and jump back into this thing.
I don't even remember what it's from, but it's just the dun 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 dun. dun, dun.
It's the Mission Impossible theme.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is what it is, but it would be too convenient if that's what that is.
Let's see here. This works. That's okay. All right. So yeah, we fade back in. And my turn order disappeared on my GM screen again. What in the world is going on? It's doing some weird stuff today, you guys. It's like
Roll20 still got bugs to work out with their last update. That's for sure.
It's because I'm resizing the window when I move it to the other screen, and it's just like instead of moving the pop-ups appropriately, some of them are just off screen. I think that's what's going on. So I got to move it back to this screen, put it somewhere where it's like going to be at the top of the screen, and then hopefully I'll still be able to see it when I pull it over to my other monitor. Yeah, that worked. That fixed it. Okay, so that should be good. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So it looks like we're up with you, Makie, as we fade back in at the top of the round. What are you doing?
Real quick, if it takes half my movement to stand up and I have 55 speed, do I round up or down?
You'll round in favor of yourself. You always round in favor of the players.
So I'll have 25 instead of just 20.
55 cut in half. Yeah, 25. It'll take 25 movement to stand up. So you'll have 30 movement once you're done standing up.
Huh?
55 cut in half. Instead of you would divide it in half by 50 instead of 55. So it would cost you 25 movement to stand up. If your movement is 55 minus 25 is 30. So when you stand up, you'll have 30 movement.
Oh, okay, yeah. My brain was not mathing accurately. All right, so 30. That's good. Do I want to... This guy's restrained?
Yes.
Yeah, the red skull is restrained. I think he's also slowed.
Let's put down.
I don't know. There's a snail icon on him. So.
Yeah, that means he's slowed. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go heal hands or if I want to attack this guy.
Okay. Let me know when you decide.
You said he's bloodied, right?
Yeah, they're both bloodied.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm frightened, but I don't remember which one I was frightened of.
Blue.
Blue? Oh, Blue's dead. Does that mean I'm not frightened anymore?
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
It was the end of our turn, I think.
But that's if
you would
they're
still be
alive.
frightened. It's just you don't have really any effects for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna move up next to Lustro after I get up. So because it's grappled or restrained, I would have had advantage, but because of frightened, I
Nope, you
don't.
don't take disadvantage
do
because you
I-
can't see Blue.
Because it's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
And
I will
also,
have my
with you
advantage.
staying next to Loose would probably block sight too.
Probably. All right. I will do some attack. So the first 25.
Yeah, you're hitting the red guy, right? Yeah. That hits.
Yeah, and then I have an ally in range, so I get the sneak attack.
Okay.
13.
13 total damage. It's all magical slashing, right?
Second. Nice.
You
yes.
crit.
It is.
Did I get the right thing there? I did. Okay. So another 13.
13.
Okay. He's barely hanging in there.
Barely? Okay, I'm gonna spend key points to do unarmed strikes. Or flurry of blows, unarmed strikes. Sorry.
Okay.
So here is the first.
Yeah, 28 hits. Another 5. Okay.
Such a terrible roll. All right. And then second one. So he doesn't go down with that one, I guess. Only a 14 hits, right?
14 misses, yeah.
That is all, I believe. I don't think I can't do rabbit hop to move away. And do they get reactions still if they're restrained?
Here, let's look up the
I
restrained
think they
condition.
Yes.
do, right?
I think they do. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they just can't move.
Yeah, then I think Makie will not try to move away.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. Let me see here.
Oh, wait. There was something. Let me double check.
I was about to say, I don't think rabbit
Okay.
hop and boots attack
I-
of opportunity.
I was supposed to have been able to do it, but I think Hand of Harm only does necrotic, so I don't think it would have done anything anyway. So here's the double check. Okay, never mind. It wouldn't have done anything anyways, so.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I don't think he actually has any legendary actions left. Not until his turn.
Is it red or green?
Red or green, really. I think they're both out.
Because I know green doesn't because they cursed me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they both used all of their
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I was marking them on their token. It looks like they're both out, so they will not use legendary action at the end of your turn. Okay, so what's your passive, by the way, Makie?
Mine is 21.
So you got this thing's like restrained on the ground or something, or maybe it's floating. Who knows? But you're laying into this thing with claws and punches. And you see each time you hit this thing, because it's so low on HP, the skull like fractures. You see like the bone cracking and starting to splinter apart. The thing's howling in pain at you as you're laying into it. And in between the fractures on the skull and maybe the sockets of the eyes and stuff, you see the glint of gems like lining the inside of the skull. All right, good turn. Quartz.
Oh, wait. While I'm punching and hitting him, just for flavor, I want to say, is this entertaining enough for you?
Yeah, it's just like howling in
Because
anger.
he found violence entertainment. So,
Yeah. All right, Quartz, you're up.
Quartz is gonna move her telekinesis from red to green.
Okay, so it's no longer restrained. Boom. And then does green get to make a save?
It's not a save, it's a strength check.
Strength check, okay. It's probably going to fail, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. Strength check against your DC 21.
No, against my spellcasting check.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here's the strength check.
-3.
Yeah,
Nice.
they do have. It's a 0 technically, I think, because they have a -5 to their strength rolls. Okay, so yeah, you restrain it.
Yeah, that'd be a
You
0
should-
or 1.
I think he's like 30 feet in the air, right? Or how?
He's
high-
35
he's in
feet.
the air right now.
35 feet up.
35 feet. Okay. I'm gonna move him 30 feet down,
All right.
so he's like right above Abalona and Florentine.
Okay. Yeah, he's within striking distance. 5 feet up.
And then is that a bonus action? I think that is, right? If you switch a target as an action, okay, that's an action. Okay, so I can use my bonus action. I'm gonna call out to Abe and Flo and tell them, can you please take care of this one? I'm holding it right there. And giving them bardic inspiration.
Okay. All right. Haven Flow, you have bardic inspiration.
That's it.
I guess we'll mark it with the purple dot. Well, you've got a purple dot. I don't know what your purple dot is. Maybe paint. Oh, you got it. You mark it however you want to mark it. I see you marking. All right, thank you, Quartz. Now it's Green Guy's turn. So he's restrained. He's on the ground. He refreshes his legendary actions. Let me go ahead and make a note of that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and roll to recharge too.
Oh, do I do a save for the curse or no?
For the curse, to a creature, see if the target must succeed or be magically cursed until the curse ends. Target has disadvantage on attack rolls and saves. Target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Yeah.
What's the
DC
saving throw?
DC 15 Wisdom save.
Gosh.
You succeed.
Oh, nice.
You end the curse. All right. Let's see. So, action. Okay. Yeah, you call out to Aven Flow to get this green skull. It turns towards you, Aven Flow, and says, "You can't. You're too weak." And then I need a DC 19 Charisma save as its mouth opens.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Do what? What'd you say?
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
All right. DC 19 Charisma saving throw, please.
Bardic inspiration as well.
Yeah, I could use it.
All right, it's a 23.
Right. I rolled it with the Dominion, but my
It says Ape and Flow on the bottom.
oh yeah.
It's the correct bonus and everything.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Plus.
So, yeah, this gout of light emerges from its mouth, streaking towards you. Maybe you shrug it off or you move out of the way. Either way, it doesn't manage to make you a gem. That's probably going to be its turn. Yeah. Okay. Ruin doesn't exist right now. Lucero.
Nope.
You're blind? Is that right?
Yes. I'm going to use. I can get right. Wither and Bloom. It does not specify that I have to see.
Yeah. You invoke a certain point with each creature of your choice in that area. Yeah. It doesn't say you have to see them.
I want to do it on Candor, so Candor gets healing.
All right. So you invoke Death and Light. 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range. Each creature of your choice in that area must make a con save, taking 2d6 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. In addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice. Okay, so you're basically just using this as a way to heal Candor.
Yes.
All right, so Candor, you can roll one of your unspent hit die and regain some hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting ability.
How big is the range on that?
60 feet.
60-foot range. It just has to be a 10-foot area that it targets.
Oh, 10 foot. Okay, how tall is the bridge? Is it going to hit hands?
I can only do one creature of my choice in the area.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no. Each creature of your choice in the area.
No. Each creature takes damage. One creature can heal.
Oh, okay.
But one sec,
okay.
let me-
Yeah. You're right. Sorry. Okay.
Casting at a higher level only does spell slot.
So
Only does-
Candor or Darren, you'll recover one hit die plus Lucero's spellcasting modifier.
Which is
5, probably, right?
4.
And hit die. I've not done a whole lot of healing with hit die. It's the hit die plus con mod.
For this, it's just your hit die.
It's your hit die.
Okay.
So it'd be hit die plus 4.
All right. Just go back. I'll just roll a d8. Nice.
There you
Plus
go.
4, so yeah, you get 12 HP.
Then I'm going to do an action surge.
All right. Bonus action
And-
surge.
Yes.
All right.
And because it is disadvantage for me because I'm blinded, but advantage because he is bound, it would be a normal roll, right?
Blinded. Yeah. So they cancel each other out. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to smack him with my hammer twice.
All right. Red guy, right?
Yep. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit. Also, you rolled that to GM only, just so you know.
Yeah.
I think you have to roll a 20 to hit them.
28.
Maybe 19.
28 hits for 8 bludgeoning
Then I'm
damage.
gonna add my heal giant strike, which is another 2.
10 total damage. How do you want to kill this thing?
Oh no.
He pops in a thing of light. He disappears.
Oh no.
He gets the treatment.
Yep.
Yay, but no. Oh gosh.
Okay.
It didn't hit me with
The
that man. It's
divine
not
growth.
he said, "Oh no."
You guys are saying oh no for reasons, right? Why are you guys saying oh no about this?
So we know what happens when something gets killed by Lucero's hammer.
Okay. Yeah, it disappears, right? Why is that a problem?
Clinched and sent to Lucero's Arcana.
Yeah. I'm just wanting to see if you guys know what I think you guys know. Why would that be an issue?
Because that means whoever is inside them is going with them.
Yeah. Who was disappeared
Ruin. Thank fucking Christ.
by the Reds? Yeah.
We're far enough in.
Ruin and I think Melora?
I know the other two
The
were
green
going.
one has Mirkrith and Melora. So Ruin
Yeah.
Ruin is
Okay, so here's
Well,
what I'm
I
gonna
guess
do.
Ruin's gonna find out if you can be in heaven.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I think because of the way it would work, I'm gonna give you a chance to save Ruin here because there's something you could do that could happen here. I think that would save Ruin.
Knock its fucking teeth out.
First of all, what's
Just
your?
real quick.
Go ahead.
I feel like if it sends Ruin to heaven, it should also cleanse him like it cleanses the enemy. That is.
Then it's not Ruin.
Yeah, it's not Ruin. Well, it's not Ruin that you're targeting with it too. I could see
Yeah.
several cases
Yeah.
made. So either what's your passive perception, Lucero? Not high, right?
Low.
11.
I'm also blinded. I can't
Yeah,
see.
you can't see right now. Okay. Roll me a D100. $41. Not awful. So I'm gonna say the worst thing that could possibly happen is not gonna happen. Okay. Here's what happens. You bring the hammer down on the skull. It splinters, it shatters into pieces. You can't see this, but Makie, you see gems scatter out across the ground as this thing shatters. And the pieces of the bone glow red hot and vanish. The gems remain. I'll be kind.
Wait, do these things count as humanoid?
No, actually.
Probably undead.
Yeah, they're definitely
Oh.
undead.
Well, then
Because
would it not work?
Does the hammer only affect humanoids?
Yeah, any humanoid.
Oh,
killed by an
okay.
attack.
Is that
Okay, I mean that. Okay, that
is that
yeah, that
right,
makes things
Lucero?
easier.
There's skulls of humanoids, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're technically not humanoids. Just because they're
Okay,
undead.
cool. So they don't vanish.
So yeah, the pieces of everything are still there. So it doesn't. The D100
We don't have to
worry.
did not matter.
Problem solved.
All right. Is that your turn, Lucero? Yeah. Sorry, I think your mic cut out.
How long does the blind last? Do we remember?
Let me check. It was cloud of dust. Let's see. Each creature, including around a corner, just succeed on or be blinded until the end of the Dimulich's next turn. So, actually, you should have been cured of it at the end of. Wait, was it red that it was red that blinded you? Actually, so never mind. You're still not cured of it, I guess.
Until its
You'll
its
never-
turn would have rolled around.
Yeah, until its turn would have rolled around. So it'll be a little bit, couple turns from now.
Since I still can't see, I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Yeah, you just feel the crunch of bone under your hammer. All right. Mirkrith doesn't exist. Cursed. You're up.
If we killed him and he didn't get cleansed, does that bring Ruin back?
I assume we have to do some kind of curse removal on the
We can
gems.
Probably.
Joanne?
I figured it didn't hurt to ask.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
evaluating.
Okay. Yeah, I turned my cam off for a minute. Sorry. I do that sometimes, you guys. Smoke a cigarette or whatever.
Wave a gun around.
Hello, I'm still here. It's not the AI talking for me. Yeah, wave a gun around. Thank you. Yeah. Been watching a lot of Wendigoon lately.
I just realized you don't have any potions of healing on you, so you can't even try to heal hands.
His hands
What
get, like,
I
down
was doing what I was doing before, because we figured out that they're immune to pretty much most of the stuff that you can do.
Right.
I was doing Chaos Bolt on them.
Because that has a good
Very
chance of
valid
being able to pick
option.
what you can do.
Yeah, because we know thunder damage hurts them, and what was the other one we
One of
knew
the
for
options
sure? Was
is
it
Cold
thunder?
has been okay
We
on
know
them.
we know psychic doesn't. Cold does.
Psychic and
Yes.
necrotic don't, is what we found.
Psychic, yeah, psychic necrotic. I thought fire didn't work on the fire
I
or the red
don't
die.
remember. I don't
I
think
can't
that's
Who did
remember.
fire?
correct. I'm not sure.
Who does fire?
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Yeah, I was
did
about to say, I
fire.
don't know that anybody does
Oh,
fire.
maybe we didn't then. Okay. It was just assumptions based on color, I think, then. But yeah, psychic and necrotic definitely do not work, and that's like most of your other spells. So that's what I was doing is Chaos Bolt, and then hoping I pick one that, or hoping I rolled a d8 that definitely would do a damage that affects them.
Completely useless character. No, that's jokes.
You definitely have stuff that can damage this guy, I'm pretty sure. You've just learned throughout the course of the fight that necrotic damage and psychic damage doesn't do anything. You're probably smart enough. Actually, make a Arcana check, Cursive, really quick. You're probably smart enough to reason this out, too, being from here. I think that's enough. It's enough. You're from here. You're kind of familiar with the way creatures work here. Undead, probably poison ain't gonna do much either.
Well, that's still good odds. So Chaos Bolt, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Now you can upscale it to do higher damage, or you could just do what you got.
The
That's
range of
right.
Chaos
It's
Bolt.
120. So
The range
I've
is
got plenty of room.
120.
So you should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So if you do Chaos Bolt, click on it from the core page, not the spell page. So it'll
The core
actually
page.
roll to attack.
Boom. 26 will.
hit.
Yeah, for sure. So you can.
So when you are
Then-
Go
when
ahead.
you click on it to do damage, it's going to ask you what level you cast it at. So you could pick if you want to deal more damage to it based on what level you pick.
How much had to go into taking down one of the other ones?
I mostly was doing... So last session I spent 2 of your first level spell slots and then 1 of your second level spell slots on it. You could do... Like, they were doing decent damage, but I also was twinning the spell, which you can't do anymore because we don't have more than 1 enemy.
Well, then let me use a third,
Okay.
because the odds are good that this is something that will hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should be able to select third
that?
level.
Unless you randomly manage to roll necrotic and cold, or necrotic and
that would be
psychic.
so great.
So click on where it says Chaos Bolt under the 26 that you rolled. And that should prompt you what spell level you want to
Oh,
cast it
perfect.
at.
Okay, 3, not 4, 3.
All right. Cool. And then we roll to see what damage
I'll
type,
show the
right?
description. So where it has the 2d8, so the 14, you rolled a 6 and an 8, which means you could do the thunder damage for that attack.
Yeah,
know
I don't
that
know
it
if
would
poison
take
would be a good idea.
Or poison.
Well, it's a good thing I told you about
Who
the
was
poison.
telling us ahead of time that poison probably most likely doesn't work on most creatures down here?
Well, it doesn't work on
Yeah.
undead.
I would
You guys did learn demons too. Yeah, most demons are immune to most poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned the hard way that it doesn't work on most creatures.
Yeah, so to check what you rolled, just hover over and see where it has the d8. So that where it has 14 for the total, that was your d8s, and you take the individual rolls to figure out which ones were the ones that got rolled. To pick your
Interesting
damage
and
type.
weird.
So
It
we're,
is.
So
It
we're
is
doing.
confusing.
Yeah, it's chaotic, you might say.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
So
But
we're doing
sure.
thunder damage then.
Yeah, so it'd
Yeah.
be, what is that, 18,
21?
21 thunder damage.
All right.
Yeah. Let me make sure it did
21.
not decrement your spell slot, so I'm going to do that for you.
Thank you. Sorry, that was gonna be my wrap-up action to do that. Not like an actual action in the game, but like to finish that process.
No worries.
No, that's okay. Let's see. I don't think... Oh, wait. What is empowered spell? Let me see what your empowered spell... I haven't actually looked at that. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the number of damage dice up to your charisma. You could try to have done more damage if you want to spend a sorcery point to do empowered spell.
But that... Well, but then if I roll worse...
You
would I
can't
have to
roll
take
worse
new
than a
roll?
1 for the one that you rolled a 1 on.
It's true.
What?
And then the
Or-
other 2 were 3s, so it doesn't hurt to try, but it's up to you if you want to do that. You don't have to. I'm just saying it's something.
Yeah,
you
those
can
are also the
do.
D6s, so you're not going to get like crazy numbers higher.
Yeah, you don't have
So
to change the
confused where I
D8. The
rolled a
D8s
1,
were
but-
actually good.
So what was your question,
No, I
Joanne?
agree. I like. When did I roll a 1?
So if you look at your damage there, you rolled 2 d6s where that 4 is. One of those d6s was a 1 and one was a 3. Then you rolled 2 d8 and those were a 6 and an 8 for damage. And then you rolled another
Right.
d6 which was also a 3. So of your 3 d6s, 2 of them were 3s and one of them was a 1.
Yeah.
If you mouse over those
So
numbers,
you
it'll
could-
show you.
Yeah.
So you could use empowered spell, spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the 3d6s, because I think your charisma modifier is 5. Yeah, so you could do definitely those 3d6s to re-roll if you want to try that. Or you could just re-roll the 1. It's up to you. Like whatever you want to do.
As it stands, it'll hit, right?
No, it's you.
Yeah, it
you've
already
hit. This is just to see if you. This would just
Yeah.
be to like spend some of your sorcery points to try to do more damage than what you did.
Yeah. Damage, not hit dice. So you've already hit. Now it's deciding how much like your damage dice decide you do damage.
No, I think I'll hold it for now because I might need those points later. You know,
Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
and we don't do a lot of resting in this campaign, it seems. So
Also,
Well,
I
we
don't think
tried.
that you
That's
get
not
sorcery
enough.
points back unless you do the light as well, since that's a magic thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want? So that was your action. You still have movement, bonus action if you wanted to do. I don't know if you have much you can do on a bonus action.
say I don't think I
I
have a
would
lot of bonus action material.
But if you wanted to move or anything, you can do that.
Yeah, you could always teleport.
Or just step back further away, which is what I was going to recommend. Just step back farther, because you can see 120 feet. You don't need to be that close.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
Like you could go and step over here and just
Yeah,
I could
over
just
here would probably be good.
completely non-existent, basically.
you could still see, so
I can't see shit.
You said you
I mean,
can't
I
see.
can see a little bit. I can see everybody else dimly.
Let me take a look at your token.
wait, you should have
Very dim.
Her night vision
Oh,
set
maybe
to
you only
60
have-
feet.
60.
Oh, yeah, she should have 120.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
For some reason, I thought she had 120. What is that from?
She
oh,
should.
she has
I
Eyes
can't
of the
see.
Dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
has-
should have
you Eyes of
120.
the
I think
Dark,
it's
so
just.
You should have that.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I think it's just messed up.
There's a night vision effect on your vision. I'm just gonna turn it off.
Okay.
So
Oh, look at the world. So bright and shiny out here.
yeah, you should be able to see a little bit better now. So on some of
Yeah, I
y'all's
can
dark
see
vision, I put
everything.
like a dimming effect, so you can still see, but it dims for immersion. But since you're a native, I'll
I
just
think
take
I
yours.
have that, but yeah.
I did like the immersion effect, but I understand how it's gotten in the way. I can't have it anymore.
Yeah, if it bugs you, you can change that. It's not a big deal.
I don't
No,
think
but
there's
if I
any
can-
other
If
bonus.
this is what I am allowed to have, I'm good.
Let me take a look at your.
Yeah, I
vision.
don't think I have a lot of
So-
bonus action material.
Yeah, the only way you could do a bonus and like another spell is if you did quickened, spending sorcery points to do quickened.
I thought her
didn't mean to
teleporting
do a
thing
strength
was a
save. I was trying
bonus
to see
action.
something.
Her teleporting
Yeah,
is a
she
bonus
wanted
action,
to teleport.
but she just
If
moved.
Yeah,
she
that's.
wanted
I was
to
like, I was going to tell her to
teleport
teleport over
away.
here because I think that'd be, faster than walking there.
It's true. You can move and teleport.
But she-
Get extra
Am I
distance.
currently in a dim environment?
It's always
Yes.
dim here in the void, unless there's a bright light
Oh,
next to
okay.
you. You're in a dim environment. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask because of I don't know how to indicate things
Nah,
to
you're
people
fine.
on this. Where it was indicated that I go, I see the two lamps there, and I was like, "Am I gonna lose my ability to do hiding?"
Only
no,
in
like
the
right
area
over
of those
here.
like lights you can see.
yeah, only within 5 feet of those lights. Like if you're actually in the circle, you can't see the circle because you just have
Then we're
bright
not.
vision everywhere now. So,
I can see
Oh,
everything.
that doesn't help.
But I am.
You're
5
fine where
feet
you
away
are.
from each respective light, so I'm technically dimmed.
Yes.
yeah, you're good.
Okay, perf.
All right, is that your turn?
Okay, then yeah, and
You got
hold
anything
on,
else?
let me read one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me read
The
one more thing.
to do the teleportation was your bonus action. So you did your attack, your move, and your bonus. You could still speak, that's free, but
Oh, I was trying to read my cloak thing because I thought it did something else to make me less visible or put me into stealth or hiding or something because I'm in dim light. But
your
distance also good.
your cloak just causes them to have disadvantage against you for
Thank you.
attack rolls. Yeah.
Oh, the cloak of
Okay,
displacement.
then I believe I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Good turn. Red Skull is dead. His turn ends. The frightened condition on Lucero, I think, ends.
And the blind condition too, right?
Yeah.
Lucero, you can now see what you have done.
Abe and Flo, you're up.
Right, they're gonna pummel at this guy twice.
You hit with a 20. 11 thunder damage. You hit again, 24.
Does the inspiration, quartz inspiration, does it increase damage or is it just for hits?
If it does for damage, it's only if you're doing a spell for that.
For quartzes?
The magic.
I mean,
I think it's for any.
Lincoln.
Mode of
So if you use it for an attack
Oh,
roll,
mote of potential.
if you use it for an attack roll, you could
Do extra thunder damage.
do extra thunder damage if it
Right,
fails.
I wanna
a
do
con
that.
save.
Okay.
Oh, so it has to do a con save?
Yeah.
Con save.
Alright. DC 19, I
I
think.
forgot that you were a different kind of bard, so yours would be different.
Here's the
Nice.
Is it a D12 though?
It's
Aaron's is unfailing.
DC 21.
Ooh. Do they have magical resistance?
Let me see. They do not. So they
So if
rolled
they're
their
What is it, a
con
D12?
save,
they rolled a con save. They got a 20,
so I have DC 21 spell save DC.
so they fail.
So roll the D12 first.
So you do a
9
total
thunder damage.
21.
Nice.
Total of 21.
Yeah.
How do you want to kill this thing?
Oh. I smash it, and it's like center of its head, and it explodes.
All right, yeah. The last one explodes, and Gems again goes skittering across the ground as the fight comes to an end. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Makie immediately turns to Lucero and slaps him.
Make it an unarmed attack against Lucero.
Non-lethal.
Here, Lucero, I'm gonna remove your blinded condition and your frightened condition. Oh my god,
Wow.
you crit. Roll damage.
This is how
13.
mad she is at you right now.
13 bludgeoning damage. Lucero almost kills you.
Non-lethal.
It almost knocks you unconscious.
Lucero needs to be in an like an anime or something, so that way everybody can hear the little dee doo 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 because they're so low on health.
And when she does that, she's going to say, "I gave you potions of healing for a reason."
I'm not
Quartz is gonna go fly to
them right
hands.
now.
Okay, you fly to hands. Okay. You can move around freely, you know. Here, let me
And I'm
put
gonna
some-
give him a potion of healing.
Okay. Roll when he drinks it, roll to heal. Pour a potion in his mouth.
Nice.
9 HP, almost max.
Good. Yeah, good rolls for the most basic potion.
I know it's probably useless, but Luce is going to try to use a potion on Marn.
Yeah. How much damage did Mard take?
12.
12. I don't think we did.
Well, technically, she
Just
took
10
12,
for her max
minus 12
HP.
maximum HP, which brought her to 0.
Yeah,
which killed her.
she got killed outright though,
I thought
right?
it was 10.
She wasn't on death
Yes.
saves.
No, she never had death saves.
Then
Because
she's.
it was
Max
because
HP got brought
if it
to
dropped
zero.
her to 0,
Oh, max
with her max
HP,
HP going down,
right.
she instantly died. So her max HP got dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like, I know as a player it's probably useless, but Luce would do it.
Yeah. You pour the potion. Nothing happens.
Is Darren hiding?
Nope, he is currently like
Where's he
leaning
hidden now?
against the bridge with his hand like massaging the bridge of his nose.
Lucero,
Okay. Well,
Lucero, make a Arcana check.
Quartz and Even Flow look healthy still, so Makie is gonna like move closer to the bridge and wave everybody in this direction over. to her. So hands, Darren, and Cursed.
I'm gonna use my session inspo.
Okay. 23. That's kind of low for you, but it's still a good roll. Okay, so you're looking at the corpse of Mard. You pour the potion down her gullet. It doesn't work. Looking at her corpse, you can kind of feel and tell from observation necromantic magic on the corpse is still, it's taken hold. You're not going to be able to restore HP without greater restoration spell or some kind of similar magical spell to end the effect that's on the body.
Luce is gonna lean back because they would have like gotten down, like had Mard rest on their legs, kind of thing. They're gonna lean back and call for quartz.
You'd probably have a sneaking suspicion that Mard isn't going to be able to regenerate until this is fixed. Because max
What?
HP is 0.
What do you need?
You know the greater restoration spell?
Yes. Why?
The potion didn't work.
What's wrong with her?
Something with those skulls, the necrotic magic.
Do I know if greater restoration would work?
Do you what?
I know if greater restoration would work on this.
Make an Arcana check. Like you're looking at the body, it seems like there's probably some kind of magical effect on there. But yeah, probably not sure what would fix it. You're probably also not aware about the regenerating thing.
Well,
We've physically seen them do it.
Yeah, but you're
Well,
not sure
greater
if
restoration.
it'll work. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Because greater restoration targets a creature, right? So if Mard is no longer a creature because they're dead. That's why I was asking if I knew if it will work.
Well, it's not going to. Okay. Here, let me link what it is.
It's right there, yeah.
Well, I'm going to link the ability that did this to Mard. I mean.
Oh, okay.
So if you see down here at the bottom, it says a creature's hit point maximum can be restored with the greater restoration spell or similar magic. If they're reduced to 0 max HP, the creature dies, right? Their creature's hit point maximum can be restored only with greater restoration or similar magic. So
it's kind of like, hey, even though they're dead, they still count as a creature because of this ability.
Yeah, just for the purposes of removing this effect on them. I would think I would allow it, yeah. Because otherwise, you can't restore their maximum HP. Like a long rest won't do it.
I mean, the other argument is they become not a creature, and so the effect ends.
Yeah, I guess actually that's a fair argument. Let me see. Let's look it up.
That'd be the only other thing I could think of, but yeah.
Well, while he's doing that, Makie gave Darren and Hans each a single normal potion of healing and is telling you it's good to help others in situations like we had today.
By the way, if you ask Hans if he has potions, he'll let you know that he has 2 full vials of light and 1 vial with 3 out of 5 uses.
Oh, well, then she doesn't hand him a potion. She gets he gets 2. Darren gets 2. Hans has all these light. Oh, you have a lot of vials still.
if 3 is a lot.
It is.
3 full two full vials and one was it only one use from?
3 out of 5 uses still.
Okay, I think you might be
3
right,
out of 5
Zach.
uses. That's a lot.
Like the example I looked up, they were using a succubus as an example, which is slightly different, but it does still reduce max HP. So I think you might actually be right when it just skips your death saves. So when you drop to 0, you just don't get death saves. You die immediately, but then I think you can recover.
Because then you immediately become a corpse, which is not a creature, and then are unaffected by a creature's hit point maximum is reduced.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, in that case, the healing potion would work then. Yeah.
No,
because it's a
No.
corpse.
No, 'cause
Yeah,
they're
'cause
dead.
they're dead.
Dead.
Okay,
There's-
so but you
yeah,
don't
that-
need
it still wouldn't work, but yeah,
but you don't need to worry about greater restoration or any of that. So retcon,
right.
all
She'll
that.
come back because of the other stuff affecting her. and-
Yeah. Okay, so undo whatever I told you.
In that case,
You're fine.
would that spell work on these gems?
Would greater restoration work on the gems?
Yeah.
Are you-
Actually, Makie's HP
Also-
was also dropped. So if you don't mind spending the spell slot on her to get her max HP back up, that would be awesome. But
Just for clarity's sense, doing greater restoration would mean I would spend 2 spell slots for each one, because I would need to spend the spell slot to make the item that it consumes, and then use the spell slot. But first, no one actually has the gems, right?
they're just laying on the ground where the skulls were.
Quartz is gonna do a perception check just for any signs of our missing party members.
Okay, you do a
I chuck
perception.
potions.
Yeah, okay, potions. All right, you healing.
Yeah,
Wait. You're drinking the ones that Makie just gave you?
aren't they normal? You said.
Yeah, they're 2d4, not.
Yeah, so I drink both of them.
It needs to be +8.
Oh, I see what
No, it's 2d4 plus 2,
Oh.
so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
44 plus 4 would be.
Yeah.
I'll get to your perception in a second. You do find all the scattered gems all around the area, but I'll get to that in a second. Cursed, do you rejoin the party? Joanne? You're muted.
Sorry, I thought I turned it back on. Is the skull dead?
They're all dead. Yeah, all the skulls are dead.
Yes.
Okay, then I will teleport back to the group.
All right, you can move around freely.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the screen.
Okay.
Good work, everybody.
So, let's see. With your perception check, let me roll something here. Okay. You find several thousand gold worth of gems.
Ooh.
None of them are diamonds. Actually, roll me 3d20.
Nope, that's wrong.
That's not how you roll 3d20. there doesn't need to be a space between the 3 and the d20. Okay. One of them, you find 1 diamond worth 1,000 gold. The rest of the gems, it's a random assortment of gems. You get rubies, sapphires, that kind of stuff. But there's 3,000 gold worth of regular gems plus the 1,000 gold diamond.
1001 is probably Melora.
Now, the diamond seems like an ordinary diamond. With your with your perception roll of 30, looking over the gems, you do find 3 of the gems are they have a strange sort of flicker to them. When you look closer, you can almost see the faint hint of a face on some of the gems. A wolf inside one of them, clawing to get out. The other seems like it's full of swirling water. And another is you see the face of a tiefling screaming in anger.
So can I clarify? 1,000 gold worth of gems, 1 diamond, and 3 specific diamonds are
3
these
specific
3.
gems, yeah. We're not going to count the gems that look like your party members sort of as part of the loot total. So you find the value of the stuff you find is separate from the gems that have your friends' likenesses.
So just out of curiosity, what is the value of the gems that our party members are in?
How much are they worth to you? Roll me a D1000. Plus 250. Okay. Wow.
They are fake plastic gems. They've learned how to make resin. This is a hot new commodity down here.
Okay. Here's what it is. Maybe it's from the impact of the hammer, because some of these skulls were literally crushed. So the gems that have their likeness, they're about worth 255 gold. You also notice when you're handling them with your high perception that they feel kind of brittle, maybe, or like maybe some of them are fractured slightly, like with cracks in them. Like they're flawed. They're flawed gems.
I'm
Is it
going
kind
to
of-
hand the gems to Lucifer.
Is it kind of like what I just said in Roll20? They're not
That's
refined.
terrifying.
Yeah, maybe they're not refined very well. Yeah.
But if they stayed in those skulls too long, they would no longer be anything but normal gems. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah.
What was it again?
Quartz is gonna hand you the 3 gems. You that
Diamond.
looks familiar. No, just the 3 gems. The
The people
ones
gems.
The people gems. Quartz is keeping the diamond and the 3,000 gold worth of gems. She might even put one of them in her hair
No.
to go with the other gems.
Yeah.
We can actively see the one with Mirkrith in it, right? Like we can see Mir.
You see a wolf that's like scratching at the surface of the gem to get out. You don't see Mirkrith per se, but you see like a wolf. It's clearly like a representation of Mirkrith.
I want to tap on it.
Sure.
Like
If you
tapping on a
respond.
fish
Like a
tank.
fish in an aquarium.
Yeah, you tap on it. I mean, the wolf continues scratching to get out. It doesn't seem like it necessarily reacts to you per se. Like it's just like in a perpetual state of scratching at the gem to try to get out. It's not doing anything to help it.
The
either.
cracks get worse.
No,
Can
not
I take
from
one
not
out
from
of his
tapping
hand
on
and
it.
shake it?
You
Yeah.
get the ruined gem.
Yeah, you can shake it. I mean, the gems don't react to like what you do to them as far as shaking or anything goes. Like
may I roll
whatever's in there,
Arcana
it doesn't seem to necessarily be aware of you. Like they can't see you or and Faithless Sorrows, you can't even see her face. It's just like a bunch of water swirling around inside of it. Like a whirlpool.
Oh,
or
so
something.
they're in their own personal hells.
You don't know. Like you're not, it's possible you're not even really looking at them per se.
Their embodiment.
While this is happening, can Hands take a swig of one of the vials of light?
Luce would have also asked Hands for a vial.
Make sure you mark the vials off. But yeah, you guys can use vials.
So I'm gonna hand. So the one with the 3 out of 5 uses, Hands will do it, and then hand it to. You said Lucero asked for it.
Yeah.
Hand one to Lucero. And the vials only do exactly
They take a
health.
minute, but they're a long rest.
It takes a minute to use them, but it gives you the effects of a long rest.
Yeah.
It'll restore
It
all
doesn't
your
get rid of the. It doesn't get rid of the
max HP
health
reduction.
reduction, does it?
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Just clarifying.
I know drinking those drugs makes you all feel fine and dandy, but I need to sit for a little while.
Lucero,
What's happened?
this is the first time you've drank since you turned, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more intense this time. Make a Constitution save. Lucero, it's so
buddy.
It's so good. Like it's the intensity you felt before when you would drink from it. Like yeah, you would dive into a surreal memory. It felt good, but it faded kind of quick. Now, it's just like 100 times more intense. The memory you relive is more vivid, and it leaves a lasting effect on you. You want more, badly.
How many uses did this have?
Had 3. So 1 left. I believe.
So one left because Hands used it, and then you used it.
So there's one use left.
For that vial, I mean, Hands has 2 more full vials, so 5 uses in each.
Oh, there's 5 uses. Okay.
Well, can I get a bump?
Yeah.
Because I have dead.
I was originally going to have like Luce hand the vial back. Luce is just like, nah, I'll keep this for later.
Luce, I want you to add a feat to your sheet that just says, I'm addicted to light. And RP the character accordingly, please.
I keep forgetting which buttons do what.
Meaning if you go too long without it, bad things might happen.
Fantastic.
Makie knew this would happen. Lucer's gonna need an intervention.
Can I roll an Arcana to like check out the gems?
Yep.
Can I ask Hands for a light vial?
Where was this when I needed it?
You never asked Hands.
No, I mean the Arcana roll.
So
Look how high that is. I could have used that beforehand.
Hands, are you giving a vial of light to Cursed?
Hands can ask Lucero back for the vial that he gave.
Yeah, Lucero said no, I think. Like, I'll hang on to this or something.
Gestures at beaten body.
Those of you who drank, you can heal, restore your HP and spell slots.
If
I'll get to your Arcana check in a second.
so,
Luz would
Cursed
also
asked
probably do
Hands.
it.
Hands asked Lucero. Lucero said no. Hands is gonna be like,
Well,
I guess I'll give you another one.
if
But
Luz
now
is
he
asked
only has
directly, no, it was a like if they didn't ask like directly asked for it, Luz before Luz got addicted, I was gonna have Luz hand it like directly back. But if they didn't like be like give it back, they were just gonna slip it into their thing. But if they ask for it back, they'll very begrudgingly hand it back to them.
So you hold out your hand with the vial to Hands, but you like when
They don't
Hands
look
goes to grab
happy.
it, you like don't let go of it immediately. Like
Yeah.
we see your hand tense up for a second before you're like, all right, I'll let go.
And then Hands will give it to Cursed.
All right. And that was the last
Cool,
use of
and
that vial, right?
There's only one hit. Okay.
That's the last use of that vial, yeah.
All right. So
And it's a long rest as equivalent.
correct. It'll restore all your hit points, not your maximum if you lost any maximum, but it'll restore your normal hit, like your hit points to their current maximum and all your spell slots.
So Cursed drank the
Thank
one
you.
that Hands was handing out?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just double checking because she does have one use left in the one that she's had.
Stop! I was trying to be sneaky.
I
was trying to be sneaky.
Also,
Why would you do this to me,
question-
Ella?
Because I was keeping
question,
track.
Sam.
Okay.
I know you are.
All right.
I healed Hands up to 112, which is what we did for the level up.
Yeah.
For me, it showed on his HP bar 112 over 105 plus.
Why? Why does it say that? It's because the token
Don't
hasn't
know.
been adjusted.
I see
don't
the
know.
plus. It even shows up for me. I can't see
Yeah.
the numbers, but I can see the plus.
I just adjusted the max HP on the token, but it's tied to his sheet, so it
Plus is just to show that it's over what it should be.
yeah, his max HP was still set to 105 on the token for some reason.
Was that because we
you
leveled
have
up
to do
the
that.
NPCs last time and their max HP increased? So maybe you changed the current instead of the max.
Yeah, we increased their max HP at the start of the session today, like before we went live, I think. So yeah, it should be 112. I fixed it on the token. It was just because it was higher than what the token thought it was supposed to be for some reason. So,
So you have to do it on the token separately?
I guess so. It's tied to the sheet, so you shouldn't have to. But apparently that time you did for some reason. Again, if you restore his max HP he lost to the skulls, he should be at 122 total. But it's not restored right now. Cursed, go ahead and refill your max HP and spell slots, please. I want to get that taken care of.
I did it.
It's not on the token, so let me fix that. I don't know why the token's not up
My
there.
God.
Lucas is gonna turn to Hands real quick and be like, "Is there any chance I could hold on to another vial?"
I think Hands would look at Cursed and ask if that's okay.
These are like emergency things, my man.
Right, but it helps to have them spread out over different people, so that way more people have their hands on it and can pass them out.
Is there any way that we can separate the contents of the vial?
If you have another vial, like for example, you just emptied
Just
a vial.
emptied one.
Well, we have an empty vial.
Cool. Give him 2 hits
All right.
as I hand the empty vial that I've just emptied to Hands to put that amount into the vial.
So you're putting 2 hits of your own light into this empty vial and then handing it over?
No, I'm giving the vial to Hands to only put 2 hits worth.
Okay.
The empty one that I just emptied because I
Gotcha.
took the last hit of the other vial.
Deluced.
Just make sure you guys are keeping track.
Wait, before I do that,
Yeah, so right
what
now-
would it be to look over Lucero real quick and see if there's anything sketchy about his presence right now, since he just got that new condition? I just want to see if I could get an idea since I've probably seen this before living here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you make either insight or perception. You don't have to roll high at all.
There's no hiding this.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I mean, you need to roll higher than a 5. But I mean, just
I don't know what's going on, man.
looking at Lucero, like,
Golem.
yeah, Lucero's hard to read.
Yeah, have hands roll.
you
Can
know.
hands roll?
Lucro's with the vials,
Hands,
like Golem.
hands can roll. Yeah,
My
hands can roll.
precious, and she's just like, he's good.
He's spreading it.
Is it perception or insight? Insight, right?
Either. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's
God,
Makie.
they're
That's
like,
Makie.
you don't see this?
17.
No, that's not Hans's roll. That's 17. It's not. Is it? It's not Hans's roll.
It's a
Of course
7.
next to it.
That's Hans' roll.
Oh, well,
Because Hans doesn't have a plus anything for insight.
so you would just roll the ability. So like insight is wisdom, I think. So you would just roll wisdom. That's how it works on NPC sheets. Yeah. Okay. 17.
Also a 17.
Okay, so it's the same thing.
All right. So yeah, hands, like, you recognize what's going on with Lucero with the light addiction. I mean, this is essentially what you guys all, Cursed Hands, Ruin, you guys all have this. It's just that it's a little bit new for Lucero. Like, Cursed,
Wouldn't be giving these away?
They see like the excited bounce when they start like passing it towards Luce.
that was bugging me. For some reason,
So
the
would
tokens.
Hans be giving these away in the first place if he's
I mean-
addicted to it?
They're all addicted to it, but yeah, I mean, you keep enough for yourself probably, but that's
You're
probably
only
the,
giving
They
Luce.
probably got like a little stash.
that's probably the reason Cursed was so hesitant about, and also sneaky, trying to keep the extra light, you know, like,
yeah, cursed.
When
not the
Makie
paranoid player.
looks when Makie looks over, does it look like there's gonna be a
For
problem?
Dylan drugs.
And can I insight to see if there's a problem going on right now that she missed
Yeah,
while
make-
she was healing Candor?
make an insight check.
I don't even have a chance to hide
Uh,
this from her.
1 full vial and 1 vial of light with 3 to 3.
Jesus Christ, never
Okay,
mind.
holy crap, Makie. Okay, so yeah, you pick up on everything. There is
no hiding from the wife.
there is tension with the light,
You
with
kidding
the
me?
exchanging of it and who is in control of it.
Uh-huh.
The energy coming from Lucero and all the demons is basically the same. Like, you can tell they all are very much aware of who's got the light and who's in charge of it, and they all kind of have this desire to be in control of it and to have the most. Like, you can see all of this. They're all addicted to this stuff.
Makie is going to step forward and hold out her hands. And she's going to say, "Clearly, you need sober intervention. I will hold on to all of your vials for you."
Don't give them to her. You'll never get them back.
I have a
Okay.
feeling she's talking to you.
Yeah, she's talking to you.
Well, she's
and
talking to
Cursed and-
everyone, but it seems like everyone's like wanting to hold on to them. So, like, you can trust me not to drink them because I don't do that.
Back either.
I have a feeling Hans would just walk away.
Does Luce get the vial first?
When Makie came over,
It sounded like, Hans, you were gonna give the vial to to Lucero. Is that right? Sorry, I'm just trying to move this along. It's taking a long
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Okay, so Lucero, you get your vial. You don't have to worry about
Vial
that.
of
You get,
2 uses.
yeah, 2-use vial. You get it, Lucero. Okay. The other thing I wanted to address is that Arcana roll. I still haven't gotten a chance to get to yet. So
Sorry.
you guys are good. So the Arcana roll, looking at the gems, you rolled a 30 or something like that, right? It's been a while. It's like a 35. Okay. So Lucero, you check out the gems. You know how they work. They're necromantic magic. It's foul stuff, but you recognize it's something old. I'll go ahead and link the ability since you guys haven't seen it. You can kind of get the idea of how the ability works. I didn't turn the skulls to powder, but everything else pretty much holds still. You're aware that their souls have been trapped in these gems, and you're aware of how to fix it. If you read that last bit there, crushing a gem releases any soul trapped within, at which point the target's body reforms in an occupied space nearest to the gem, in the same state as when it was trapped. The good news is, you pick up on this also, if they had been trapped in there for 24 hours, their soul is devoured, and they cease to exist.
Ooh,
So-
I wonder what that happened to the other gems.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out the Eldritch staff that I picked up a while ago.
Okay.
Gonna lay the 3 not gonna explain any of this, by the way. Just gonna step over here, lay the 3 gems out on the ground, and just start bapping them with the staff.
Yeah, they crush fairly easily under the staff. Like I said, they're quite brittle. And of course, in the nearby spaces, those who were trapped in the gems reappear. Ruin, Faithless Sorrow, and Mirkrith, you
About to get
rejoin.
mauled, aren't I?
You rejoin the group. For those of you who are stuck in the gems, it seems like no time has passed. Like 1 minute.
I'm
Is-
about to get mauled.
So you come out and everything around you changes, like where you're standing and everything, but it's like a flash. Like you saw the light coming towards you, and then you come to, and you're suddenly near Lucero here. What are you guys?
Not to make a bad situation worse, but I do want to say, from Mirkrith's perspective, Lucero is in the same place that the Green Skull was in.
Well,
Everybody
Maybe
just
I
hears
thought
a
the Green
strangled
Skull
yelp.
I thought the Green Skull was in this direction.
He was.
I'm pretty
but
sure he
when
was up. No, I'm pretty sure he was up and to the
It
right.
was right
I think it was
here.
like that.
When
Yeah.
he-
It was right
that's where it's-
here.
Over here is where it started, but when he lasered Mirkrith, he was in this direction.
Well,
I see.
I'll leave it up to you, Mirkrith.
Oh, I mean, is it
No.
really even a question?
He's like, I attack. I kill Lucero, of course, again.
I'm so glad I
Can I
took
cast
the vial.
Mage Hand and slap him with it to stop it?
I mean, if you had a reaction you wanted to use, you could use it.
That hits.
20 hits.
It's just an action, though.
That hits.
I'll tell you what. Roll initiative against Mirkrith.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna continue. I assume this is sort of like he comes back mid swing.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
just following. through.
that's fine. So you take 21 damage, Lucero.
I am, just because 1, it's a new thing, and 2, this is the first time I've been melee hit.
You took 31 damage for some reason on your token. I think you should have only taken 21.
Yeah, it should,
Yeah, I
it
didn't
should
have to.
continue.
I did math wrong. I am going to do my new thingy.
Nice, that's weird.
Divine Retribution. So so when you're
Wow.
hit, you use a reaction and you
I see,
emit
I see.
radiant light. Dex save, Mirkrith. You succeed, so you take half as much on a success. So roll 2d10 radiant damage. You take 8 radiant damage, Mirkrith.
So yeah, take a swing at Lucero. kind of like realize it's Lucero, push Lucero out of the way and start like moving around looking for the skulls.
Yeah. You see, like,
Are they on the ground?
if you get near where they were killed, yeah, you'd see fragments of skulls on the ground. Yeah.
What happened?
We
We killed
destroyed
them.
them.
Yes, they're dead, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, Mirketh looks confused. Ooh. Surprising.
By the way, I don't know about you guys, but I do not want to stay here any longer. Lucero, do you have any idea how we can solve this riddle?
Yeah,
Mard.
I think I've figured out the spell.
Camera pans across Mard's corpse as you walk by, Lucero.
Lucas is going to pick up Mard.
All right. You move at half speed while you're carrying Mard.
Darren, son, I am ready for that
Even
nap
with a
now.
19 strength?
Yeah. I mean, Mard's a medium-sized creature. If you're carrying them, you move at half speed. That's the way it works for any medium-sized creature.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just too used to toting Makie around. So it's a 4th level. Need to do an Arcana. What is
Don't
the
you have a
rate?
broom? Can't you just put her on her body on the broom? Like carry it around, like drag it?
Can I just put it in the back of holding?
That's what I did to you.
Thanks.
It's true.
Let me look up the broom just to make sure that that's how it works.
I need to do an 18.
I think broom of flying.
Darren, Makie is going to jump on your shoulder and tell you she's ready for the nap now.
The broom functions like a mundane broom until you stand astride it and speak the command word. It then hovers beneath you and can be
I
ridden.
was about to say, I don't think corpses can ride them.
But
Yeah.
could Lucero ride it with Mard's body on it?
I mean, yeah, you could ride it with the body on it. Yeah.
You would then
Mard's
be
corpse
over the
just
weight
flopped
threshold
across
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll just move a little slower, but yeah, it'll still
Yeah.
work.
I mean, Makie could also ride on it with Mard's body if you would prefer to not get slowed.
I mean, it just
Doesn't
goes to
weigh
30
so
feet,
much,
so it basically
but-
just takes you down to normal movement speed.
Yeah,
Right now,
so it
Luke
shouldn't be a
isn't too
problem.
concerned about it.
You cannot dash.
Anyways,
Yes.
light.
You cannot dash with the broom. That's the thing I need to remember from now on.
Yes.
They cast Blight on the gate.
Okay, yeah, you cast Blight on the gate. You watch. Is that what you linked there? Is that Blight?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we
But
see
it's-
this black streak of energy emit from you and strike the gate. The runes on the gates on the archway all glow this dark purplish color. And in between in the arch you see the air flicker and ripple. And through the arch you can now see the Taboo Enclave, the twisting spires, the non-Euclidean architecture ripples into existence through the arch.
Does it look like it's going to close anytime soon?
I mean, it looks like you got a couple minutes. Like it's not shrinking or anything right now.
Makie and I think Darren we're gonna try and get a short rest in using catnap for 10 minutes.
We can
We've
probably go
did
to
that,
the.
but
We can probably go through and then do it on the other side.
yeah. How does the other side, like if we go through to the other side, does it look like we're like in the middle of of where people are, or does it look like we go through and then we have to like walk a distance?
You'd have to like walk a distance to be in like
Okay,
town
then-
proper, but there's like streets, streets of black cobbled stone that are very old. Some of the bricks are probably eroded away in places. But yeah, there's not like a crowd
we
of
could
people on the
probably
other
go
side.
through. We could probably go through and then rest just on the other side of the gate then.
Darren, just to warn you, if you want to do catnap on yourself, somebody else has to do it because it's a concentration spell.
It is not a concentration spell.
I don't think it's something you can do on yourself, though.
It says anything visible.
Link catnap, and let's take a look at it.
That becomes a philosophical question.
You make a calming gesture, and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range fall unconscious for the duration. Spell ends and target. Up to
Look into the diamond.
yeah, I think you can. I'll look it up and make sure. But
Maybe it was because so many people were wanting to do it last time. That's why Luce wasn't going to take catnap.
Maybe.
can you
Remember-
self-cast catnap? Yes, according to people on D&D Beyond. and the
Yeah, I
comment.
did look that up earlier because I also had thought, wait, I can't cast this on myself, right?
We've-
no, it looks
We've
like I can.
used catnap before in one of the campaigns that we did not stream.
Sorry, what is the
back
question with
when
catnip?
back when you were playing Gregory.
Can you
and we
use
used it
catnap
in
on
that
yourself?
way
Is the
where-
question. And
Yes,
Yeah, we
because
used
it's
it
not
in a way that you
concentration.
could cast it on yourself.
Yeah, and people are saying
what
that
it was.
technically, if you're invisible, you can't, or if you're blind, you can't use it on anyone.
Yeah, that would be the only. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I found too, since you can't see them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can look at yourself. So
I think also maybe the reason Luce didn't do it was because Luce didn't need a short rest and they needed somebody to guard for the 10 minutes.
Maybe.
Because we were doing pretty much the entire party. That may have been why I was thinking you couldn't self-cast. Because it was...
so do we all go in and then we can.
I'm
do our
frustrating
catnap?
Mirkrith at the moment for a reason.
Maury, I'm gonna give you control of Mard's tokens so that you can move it around while you're carrying it and during combats and stuff from now on.
What are you doing?
Isn't Mar dead?
Yeah, but Lucero's carrying the body, so I'm giving Maury control of
Oh,
the
I
token.
see.
The skulls aren't super heavy, right? They're tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny. Yeah, they're also in pieces right now. But
If you're thinking of putting them in your bag, I don't know that you want to, because what if they also revive in a day
I'd like to use
and
Mage
then they
Hand
revive
to
in your bag?
pick them up
okay,
and collect the pieces.
okay.
Which also plucks the one out of Mirka's hand.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Mirkrith, do you resist?
Nah.
Okay.
I never broke it. I threw it, so I couldn't break it. It was too weak.
Somebody was being mean. All right, everybody through the gate.
All right.
Before Quartz heads to the gate,
Mind blank before Quartz heads toward the gate, and then I think you cut off.
she's gonna cast Mind Blank on herself.
Okay. Okay. Until spell ends. Immune to psychic damage, any effect that would sense emotions or read thoughts, divination spells in the charmed condition for up to 24 hours. Okay. Just make sure you don't forget about it For 20
Also, before we go through, actually, no, I'll do it after. Never mind.
okay.
I forgot that technically speaking, one of us would, in the order that we went through, we would probably be far enough away that it wouldn't work.
Gotcha. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to.
What?
What's the necrotic that you rolled?
Part of my feat. I have to take damage to prepare it for later.
Oh, he's changing out his slash tag.
Hurting myself.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys go through the gate, and yeah, on the other side, you're on the outskirts of the Taboo Enclave. I mean, you're like, you don't change locations or anything. Like, it's just like walking through an arch, only now the Taboo Enclave is actually on the other side instead of an empty chasm. Yeah, I mean, and down below, the streets, come into view, the twisting spires, and there are quote unquote people, demons and monsters and stuff walking around, but nobody seems to pay you any mind, and nobody's really close to the arch.
How does it look from Abe and Flo's point of view? Because they're on the other side or they were already on the, down where they're at right now when Lucero cast the blight spell.
So yeah, for Abe and Flo, as you guys walk in, like, they can see you walking towards the arch from the other side, and then when you walk underneath it, you vanish. So like, Abe and Flo looks back towards the arch, and as you all walk into it, you disappear.
Luce would actively be the last one to go through. They would make sure everybody else gets through first.
Is it safe to assume that Abe and Flo also walks through the arch, or no?
Yeah, they walk.
Okay. Yeah.
They were there because they needed to use the bathroom.
All right.
Watch, they actually just went to the bathroom on somebody down there. We just couldn't see it.
We just hear some demons grumbling by later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys find yourselves on the outskirts of the enclave here. Let's go back to the map for the City of the Damned here, and I'll adjust it accordingly. Boop. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of y'all's old tokens really quick. Let's see here. Yeah, we can just paste you guys up here first and make sure that we got everybody. I think we did. I think we got everybody. Roll 20. What are you doing? There we go. Is it back? It's lagging like crazy. Holy crap. All right. There we go.
Too many
That's
things.
what it
Big
wants.
map, lots of tokens.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
many cooks.
All
Not enough spoons.
right. There we go. So yeah, you guys
Funny, I
are
feel like we were all roughly in the same positions in the before you deleted them as we are now.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, is Mard not supposed to be there?
Oh,
Oh, she's dead. Just
did here, did it not copy
I'm
Marge?
just making sure.
Marge should be
it
there.
did not.
What in the world? Here, I'll just go back and grab it. That's weird. No, I didn't remove it from the token order. It just didn't get copied for some reason. Or from the token layer. Here, I'll paste Mard in there. Paste. Loop. There you go.
There she is.
All right. Yeah, so you guys appear at the outside of the Taboo Enclave. Now, you've got a general description of where to go. And you're looking for a shop called Pandemonium Pennies, I think. something like that. But you guys wanted to take your rest first, so I guess you can do that. I'm not going to interrupt you. Nobody is coming towards the gate right now, or like entering or leaving the enclave. So you guys got a few minutes to kind of catch your breath.
With catnap, it's only 10 minutes, thankfully,
Yeah.
instead of an hour.
Okay.
And so, just to make sure, I'll go ahead and ask anybody. Anybody else need a nap?
I'm good.
Does Faithless want a nap?
Faithless could use some HP. Yeah. Yeah, she'll raise a hand. Sure.
Okay, that's 3 people. So I've got 3. So yeah, I will
Mary, do you wanna
cast
take a
Catnap
nap?
on myself, Makie, and Faithless then.
All right. How much do they recover again?
It acts as if they get a short
They get
rest.
spend hit. Yeah, so they get spend hit dice.
Okay.
And then whatever they get back on a short rest, normally they would get back.
All right.
Mary, do you want a short rest?
I have that she has 10 out of 16 hit die right now.
Well, I've got
I
3
can
people
do
now, so I can't do any more.
Well, I can do one.
Okay.
So I think, because I'm sure Ruin probably needs a rest too.
Ruin's okay. I mean, he's almost full.
Oh, really?
He's like 6 away from max HP.
He did get, he got jorped really fast.
Fair.
All right. We do D8 plus 4. 4. She also should have more
Good enough.
hit die, actually. Total hit die. I think I just forgot to increase that note when she leveled. It should show on.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't level her. That's why. Never mind. Okay. Let me start rolling these for Faithless Sorrow. Jesus Christ, too many names to keep track of. 5, 6, it's 11, 21. Come on. Oh my god. Plus 21. There we go. I'll roll another one. Why not? 8. That was 4 hit die. So I'll mark that down to 6. All right. Okay. So you guys get your cat naps in. What are you guys doing?
Well, when I wake up, I'm walking over to Mirkra.
Yeah, you walk over to Mirkra.
Walking over to who?
You?
So I think we need to have a talk. You've been the cause of most of the fights recently, and I think we need to just go over why exactly, you're here exactly. I mean, you've told us before that you're here, to help your Tulpa, this person. I don't see how getting into this many fights helps you.
I don't see how being here helps me at all.
But we are attempting to leave. Well, you're attempting to leave. So,
She kind of waits and he goes,
And I can't help but think that getting in these fights makes it take longer. Or perhaps not happen at all. You may not have experienced it but for a bit there you didn't exist.
Mirkrith, you heard what he said. For a bit there, you didn't exist.
I mean, he knows something weird happened, right? He just
Well,
doesn't say.
what I'm getting at is, how did it feel?
It didn't at all. I didn't exist.
Yeah, but it's what you want, right? Kind of, in a way.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh no, now you're gonna have him be mad at me.
I'm just putting that thought in your head. Like,
yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
It's been so long.
Can I see that on his face? Insight, maybe?
Yeah, you can make an insight check on him. And
Are you close to the group while having this conversation with him?
I would not specifically walk away.
I think it's up to Wolfrin how he reacts to that, but I just wanted that to cross his mind. Or
yeah, I'll see what I can see.
May I attempt to insight too?
Sure.
Well, I asked because this isn't being like a secret conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Yeah, you can always insight whenever you're witness to something. You don't have to ask. It's fine.
I mean, I have unfortunate news for you guys. He's not hiding anything, but also I don't know specifically how he reacts to that. I think he definitely considers it for a moment, like he hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, so maybe you see like thought on his face, like he's thinking something over.
Yeah, but like a second later, he just kind of like shakes his head. You still killed the skulls anyways. What does it matter?
Yes, we almost didn't.
Why wouldn't you kill them?
It's not that we didn't, it's almost that they killed us.
I think he probably seems near a bit.
Like it.
Yes, and then you would never get back, and help would never arrive.
You would have still gotten what you wanted, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first time maybe that's crossed your mind is like, oh, I could get what I want without doing what I've agreed to do. Like, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's thinking about that internally, but he doesn't say anything to that effect. He's considering whether or not that is actually what he wants now that he's experienced it.
Or not experienced it, as the case may be.
Yeah, exactly. Lack of experience. I mean, Mirkrith is Mirkrith. He doesn't seem particularly swayed by your words. Keep trying.
Andrew, may I
ask why you even started that fight in the first place?
It approached me.
And so you just attacked it.
You're gonna have to kill it anyways, sooner than later.
Except we didn't. We could have just solved the riddle and moved on.
Why not? Why not kill it?
Because that's not always the answer to problems.
Everything comes back down here. They were in the way.
Most of us don't, though.
You were so
Seems kind of
upset
confused.
that Rusero was willing to accept death and break the promise, but then it's okay to instigate combats that might cause people to die.
Yeah, he seems confused.
Dear Chris,
How would you guys die?
you complained to us earlier about not being able to trust us. But now we can't trust you to have our backs.
Or at the very least, not throw our backs into the fire for no apparent reason.
Trust goes both ways.
He's kind of like looking as people speak, but seemingly getting more and more frustrated. You almost died. You almost died. I always leap in first.
Yes, and that has been some of the problem.
Just doesn't he seems confused when you say that.
You do realize you can die as well, right?
Yeah, I think he laughs at that. No, I can't.
And what makes you say that?
Experience.
And when was this experience?
Don't know how to answer
Promise,
that.
maybe?
I guess he would probably say, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
how
that was
to
Lucero asking.
answer that. Oh, sorry. What did Lucero say?
Lucero, whenever, clearly Mirkith is, hesitating to answer.
It's Ferdy. Continue.
Yeah, it took me a second.
I'll be back.
They go, a promise, maybe?
Oh.
Since Mirkith has been oddly fixated on them, I guess is the best way to put it.
Seems pretty confused by that question as well.
What is it you actually want?
To get back to heaven and get Tulpa there.
Okay. Further, why do you want that?
So that I can die.
And you didn't think to just do it down here or somewhere else? Is there something we're missing?
Comes back down here. I don't want to come back.
Lucero didn't come back down here. Well, not without
We
help.
didn't wait. I don't think we waited long enough to actually determine whether they would or not.
No, we wanted to
Just
make
as a
sure he
reminder.
got the new blood before the
Yeah.
what was the cycle thing called? So that we
The
could make
cycle.
sure that he would wake
Lapsed.
up
Lapse, there we go.
when
Yeah.
the cycle restarted. Yeah, the lapse.
Faithless
I-
Faithless Sorrow chimes in and says, I didn't come back. Not until Cursed took me to, well, their contact in the crypts.
What do you mean?
She says, back in the pit, deep down, there's a place they call the Hungering Crypts. Cursed. And she kind of gestures her eyes towards Cursed and hands in ruin. They worked for him, client or something, I guess, offered light in exchange for payment. Anyway, was him that taught her how to do what she did with Lucero. She says, strange place, the crypts. Marred, she gestures to the body on Lucero's shoulder.
Lucero is like cradling her.
Yeah, okay. She gestures to the corpse and she says, Marred's touched by it. And to be honest, you don't look so dissimilar. It connects to a maw. I don't think they know where it goes. But the walls are skin and sinew.
I love finding out the flesh is here.
So if I kill you, you won't come back.
I will now that I've got her blood. She taps the horns on her head. She says, these are part of the package, I guess. Notice some other changes too.
So, Mirquith, if your whole goal is to just die, why can't we just shoot you with Hans' gun?
Oh,
Because
don't
that's the
torture him.
nasty way to go.
I don't think it would work. I already told you I think the flesh would win.
Well, then anything else.
Yeah, he gives like a big wolfish grin. Feel free to try.
Ah, yes. And then you'll kill me, which will be bringing you totally closer to your goal of dying.
Why do you fight back if you want to die?
He does kind of consider that for a second. Instinct.
Can you fight instinct and just let it happen?
So maybe
Dying
you don't
isn't
actually
fun.
want to die.
Coming back is worse.
Could always try the hammer.
What is your obsession with death?
Yeah. I don't think he responds to that.
Have you ever really thought it through? Why exactly you want to die? If there's a reason, then surely it must be there somewhere. Not that I'm saying you need it right now, but it would be a good thing to think about as we continue.
Mirka seems frustrated by the conversation. Not like he's gonna start attacking, but annoyed. But also kind of thoughtful. There was a few things he hadn't thought of that were brought up.
Mircris, if you don't mind, as we head into the Enclave, would you tell me more about the flesh and Tulpa?
Yeah, he was thinking of other things for a minute there, and kind of glances over. And gives a little bit of a grin. You feel it?
They let like the facade drop in their face a little bit to show, from their true face, all that scarring and the flesh corruption and stuff from earlier before covering it back up.
Ramblin', I have a question out of character.
Okay.
This was, maybe we talked about this, but it was a long time ago. Was Mirka's first encounter with Tulpa when he was woken up? Or was there already some contact with the flesh?
I believe you had contact with the flesh, and it had like wiped out the drow,
right,
for the most part. Tulpa,
but
I think
Tulpa was a different sort of incarnation of the flesh, right?
Well, he had taken control of it. I think
the controller. Anyways.
I think we were deciding if you had met Tulpa before he had taken control of it, and maybe he had worked with your group and your group failed, and then he brought that other group in that he ran into in the Feydark.
Didn't fail.
And they didn't fail. And
Okay.
then he brought you back, and he said, I have control of it now. Basically, and he was like, to avenge your people, or perhaps to even bring them back. If you get me in heaven, I can help you. And if you want to die, I can give it to you when we're done. Basically.
I was just trying to think of, because before there was sort of like a psychic link with the flesh, and the flesh could communicate with anything that was a part of it.
True.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.
I
don't know if
that connection,
so you haven't separate that.
You haven't explored that connection at all since you've gotten to the void.
Yeah.
You haven't felt it.
Yeah.
Not the communication aspect of it. Like, you don't hear any voice. You still have the urge to consume and stuff like that, like your instinct. But you don't have that sense of like being part of other things, other life forms so much.
So in response, because I don't think Mirka knows about this, he's gonna say, "You're stuck now. The flesh owns you, like it owns me."
Like, Luce openly laughs at that when he says the flesh owns you.
Like, Lucero doesn't believe it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also
Lucero
kind
wanted
of
to know more
bitter.
about the flesh, right?
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's
gonna
also
let you
like a
go.
bitter laugh. That's fine. They can try.
He considers for a moment, and then he says, "Actually, maybe Tulpa will give you the same deal he gave me. If we help him get up there, maybe he'll obliterate both of us."
I don't know.
He's saying it as like an offer, not a threat, obviously.
Make a wisdom
Yeah.
save, Lucero.
He stares at you.
Bad.
Oh, I know what's coming. Bring it. Throw those dice.
No. Everyone forgot about Golden Boy.
So, two things, Lucero. You take some psychic damage.
That's not too bad.
You hear a voice in your head. You heard the same voice in that memory you had. It was you speaking in the memory. The voice says, Tulpa is lying. A pale imitation.
I know I'm not going to get a response, but he's going to quit back. Like you've been speaking any truce.
I would never lie to you. I have never lied. I speak only the truth.
I turned off all my alarms this morning. First one woke me up at 6. I was
Cursed starts talking about waking up at 6.
You have alarm clocks down here?
In another
Oh,
in another voice.
no.
Yeah, in another person's voice.
The psychosis definitely kicked in.
They're going to full on stop walking and be like, oh, so you finally decided to talk back now.
There's no response.
Of course not.
When you take the damage, like before the voice comes in, you feel an immense amount of pain in your head. You probably start to have a nosebleed.
I was about to say, even if it's just for flavor, can Luce have like a nosebleed?
Yeah. And that's like while the pain is happening, you hear the voice. And then as soon as the voice stops talking, the pain stops.
They're going to lift an arm up to try to like wipe it away. Like obviously it's going to like horribly smear it all over their face, but
you do get a sense that that something's changed, at least temporarily. Whatever is happening here, it almost feels like the scales have tipped more in your favor, but you get a sense it's only temporary. Meaning, like, you get a sense that you have more control for a short amount of time here. Probably about a day.
this can be a passive thing, but Lucero is going to get ask Mirkos to tell them more about Tulpa.
Actually, I was going
Like
to
as
say
they're
something
walking?
anyways.
Oh, okay.
Because Mirkith has realized that you might be tempted into like helping him more. So he's going to try his best to be persuasive, which is going to be funny. So as we're walking, he just says, Tulpa's fair for the flesh. If you help me, I'm sure he'll give you the same sort of reward. Because you never said no to the idea of being obliterated, so he thinks that tempted you.
Sure.
But we'll have to focus. Obliterate everything in our way, get out of here, and get him up there.
So he's wanting to take a new spot.
Tulpa wants to work with heaven. I don't know why. I don't see why he bothers. That's what he wants.
Well, If I can get familiar enough with him, I could probably ask if you can describe him well enough to me.
What did Tulpa look like?
That can be something that can be like he describes Tulpa.
When you saw
Yeah.
him, when we had a scene with you and him in the
Right.
in the Fade Arc, he appeared as a drow child, right? Like he was still
Oh, he was still in that form. Okay.
taking that form, yeah. I think. I'm pretty sure he
Spoiler.
was.
Yeah, so Mirka will describe him slightly. That was what he looked like the first time he contacted my group before we failed, right? So that's the only form I've known him in.
The question is, would he describe him enough for me to be familiar with him?
I don't think you've seen
Trying to
Tulpa.
message him.
But I do know of the flesh from being in heaven for so long, stories and stuff.
Yeah, but Tulpa was never attached to it.
But he is now.
Recent thing.
So yeah, I think probably you never saw Tulpa in a different form.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew he could take other forms. I suppose that's
not
up
if
to
I've
you.
never seen him in a different one. So
okay, and as far as like the description of Tulpa in the name Tulpa, you can make an Arcana or History or Religion check. You're not going to get much here, but you might get something. Okay.
No.
You know what a Tulpa is. Here, I'll look up the proper definition for you.
I'm assuming I can hear this conversation. Can I also roll?
Sure.
I don't think anyone's trying to be secret.
I didn't think I would roll higher, but just in case. Because
So-
Makia's been around so long.
Yeah, so I'm probably not super familiar with what a Tulpa is, Makie. But Lucera a little bit more so. Maybe Makie, you know that it's like what the word means, which is thought form. Lucero, been around a long time, 10,000 years, seen a lot of the some of the older, more mystical practices of the Enlightenment faith. A Tulpa is a being or thought form created through intense concentration or spiritual practice. Also, it's considered to be a bit magical, but the idea is that people can focus their thoughts to bring a life form into an existence out of those thoughts. It's depicted different ways in like modern media, like for instance, there's an episode of Supernatural where people think there's a ghost in a house, so there's a ghost in a house. And when the public is convinced of different forms the ghost takes, like an axe murderer, for example, the ghost at the house changes, right? And it's because so many people believe that it's real that creates it. And that's sort of their explanation for it. But it's probably a little bit more complex than that. I think it'd probably be more inspired by Eastern philosophy than like a modern Western idea in this setting. So basically, like through practice and meditation, people who have disciplined their mind and their souls through enlightenment and stuff, very focused people theoretically could bring a life form into existence made of thought. That's sort of like the definition of a Tulpa. They're typically like in old school teachings, they might be considered like independent life forms, like they can think for themselves and stuff like that.
with what he's done, I'm going to send out a test sending. I'm going to try to contact Tulpa.
To or less to a creature with which you're familiar. How familiar do you have to be? Let's see if we can find some help here. I'm looking it up. And or know their name. Okay. That's what somebody said. If you've seen them, met them, or know their name. Tulpa is the name.
From Mirror, I have a very good visual image of them too, thanks to Mirror.
Yeah.
At least of a form that they have.
Yeah. So yeah, it works. What are you saying to Tulpa?
Since I'm not 100% on this is what I send first. This is a test. My name is Lucero. I'm a friend and teammate of Mirkrith. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear a voice back. A different voice this time. It says, yes, I hear you. I can feel you too, though distant. How many words is that? See if he says anything else. Where are you? Who is this?
Lucero. My name is Lucero. I'm friend and teammate of Mirkrith.
You did say I'm friend and teammate of Mir. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, let me read it again. This has a friend of. Yeah,
I was polite enough to introduce myself.
Okay, so just where are you? Where is Mirkrith?
Are you also putting your response in the chat?
Yeah, here, I'll copy and paste it for you. I'm typing it into a word counter. I think there's not really much more for him to say right now, so that's the message. You can keep talking if you want to. If you wanted to ask.
I have to send. I have to send a new sending.
I know.
I mean, sending has some verbal components, right? So I assume we can see that you're casting magic. We've seen this before.
Yeah. Well, Luce did just say to Mirkrith that if you describe him enough, that I can try to contact him.
It's verbal, somatic, and material components. So it's possible like Lucero speaks these words out loud as the message, for example. or something. And maybe
I think that is what is generally accepted as the verbal component of sending.
Yeah. Maybe you have to trace a rune in the air with your hand while you do it, or maybe
At that they would unfortunately shift Mard to do that, but as soon as they stop, they would cradle her again.
You have to phantom dial an old rotary phone.
Rotary phone.
Did you actually reach him?
Did. Oh my god. What was it that Mirkrith wanted to know about Tulpa again? Like why he wanted to go to heaven?
He just said he didn't know
said
why.
he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily care either. You asked why. You asked if he wanted a new position.
See you waving, Makia.
Sorry, I'm pressing buttons. But I didn't mean to have Makie waving. Ignore the I'm trying to do key you know those shortcuts to get special characters
Yeah.
on the keyboard? I can't remember how to get the special O for Mirkrith, so I'm testing all the combinations because I didn't want to look it up, but I think I have to because I've tried
You can
so
also
many.
just copy it from Roll20. You can just
I
highlight
can,
and copy.
but
That's what
I'd
I do.
rather learn it because every time I copy something from Roll20 into my notes, it gives it a weird
out weird.
highlight and stuff, and I want it to not be weird.
All right.
Body does stuff without your permission.
It sounds like Maury is counting words, so I'm waiting for the message.
Ending is kind of coded. Let me do a... We're in the void right now. We were wondering your reasons for wanting to get into heaven. We are...
Get back 23rd unhappy.
Get back 23rd unhappy. Because I could not remember how to spell Aurelius.
Yeah.
And I also figured he probably didn't know who Aurelius was.
Here, let me use the word counter.
Is that one where everybody that hears them say this needs to make a psychic check?
Yeah. It's a wisdom save.
Yay.
Yeah, well, that's also... what I put in is what I'm meaning, what I'm having them say, but I'm also letting everybody else know that that's who I'm meaning.
Yeah, you all have to make a wisdom save, except for
Good God.
the demons, I guess.
Since they don't know anything to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how I have it in my notes. So I think that's
I'm not a demon. I'm a tiefling.
You
Yeah,
are a
that's-
demon. Shush.
That's the right spelling of it, Mirkrith.
That wisdom save.
For once!
Oh my
Everyone roll
god.
well.
Oh,
Cursed,
no.
Cursed, you're good. You don't have to roll this. Cursed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're just like, a what?
I have a question. How come Cursed doesn't have to roll?
She doesn't have any idea about the Arcana.
That also works for
He
me.
probably just like
Oh.
Oh,
flinches.
I was rolling wrong. Hold on.
The only reason you have to roll Mirkrith is because you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were in
What
heaven.
was that?
I thought it was because of the demon thing, and then I was going to point out that Lucero's technically.
Well,
now also,
yeah, but Lucero's was there, like in heaven still. So
Mine should actually be a 14.
also, like Lucero still has their human memories and everything. Okay, so Makie, Dayrin, Diviners, you're
Wait, does a 14 pass actually?
no.
Okay, I do fail. Sorry, that was supposed to be a 14. I pressed the wrong spot
okay,
for
okay.
it.
Okay, if you got 15 or lower, you're taking some damage.
Okay.
How many people are paying attention to my conversation?
I definitely
I mean,
We're
we're all
all
just
huddled
walking
together.
along, so probably.
You are free
There's
entertainment.
nothing else to do.
And Quartz doesn't take any, I think, because of mine. Though.
Yeah, that's right. Quartz,
Immune
you're
to
good.
psychic damage.
Quartz, you're good. You're immune to the psychic damage. So yeah. All right. Let me type this response message here.
Sorry if I hurt you, Tulpa. I was trying to somewhat make it coded.
Mention the 23rd district too. That always goes well.
Well, considering he's trying to get into heaven, he probably knows somewhat or is somewhat resistant to this.
Okay. Here's the message you get back. Scroll down. It says, "The Void, what went wrong? What's the 23rd? Need to get back to stop the corruption. Stop Aurelius. He started all this."
I need to make more wisdom save.
Lucero will have to make another save.
Yeah. You're good.
You just say Lucero will be like,
Ow. Ow. Or not ow, but you know.
World's
Oh, if
harshest
y'all are paying
migraine.
attention, y'all would have seen the nosebleed from earlier, huh?
Seeing the what?
Nosebleed from
The
earlier?
nosebleed.
Or if y'all are
Possibly.
paying attention, or at least the
I don't know that I would
snarl.
necessarily be looking at you, but I definitely would be listening.
Do I want to spend the spell slot? Do I want to back off a potential god?
You know what you could do is just not reply, and then if he has sending, he'll cast it himself.
I think he does have sending, doesn't he? Last time we
If he has sending
busted
and
him
wants
out.
a reply.
Let me see. I haven't pulled up his sheet in so long.
Lucero is like massaging their head, like trying to recover from yet another headache. Like they get in, and Mirka just hears a little ow.
He does.
Ow.
He does have sending. All right.
Oh, yeah, 9 minutes.
Because he does
until
both the
time, by the way.
23rd and Aurelius. So you just hear an ow. Ow.
Um, I don't know what else he would say.
I think the question would also be is like, does he get impatient?
You could put that on hold until next session. Because it's
Yeah.
almost time anyway, so we could just start doing end of session stuff and save that to see if he decides to do sending on Lucero or not.
I want to go a little bit further. At least have you guys get to where you're going before we end today, if that's okay.
Maybe we can get to town before Tulpa's like, why are you ignoring me? Maybe we can get into the Enclave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Tulpa-
Fair enough.
Luce would also need to think of a response.
A few minutes pass before you get a sending message that just says answer.
Like all counts.
Yeah.
Luce like visibly flinches.
Sorry, was running out of spell slots. Spend up some of your stuff just to...
Tulpa sends back, don't leave me on red.
Yeah.
I'll walk in chat. I legitimately need to like think of an answer.
All right.
I've never seen Tulpa that insistent.
Yeah. Well,
I know, right?
He's there's some stuff going on with Tulpa.
He's a big boss man now.
He might have changed. He might have changed a little bit, or at least like we might be seeing a different side of him a little bit. He doesn't know Lucero for one. You get this strange person contacts him and is like, "Hey, that guy you trusted to like potentially save everything hinged on, hey." Yeah, I'm with him and we're stuck in the void. And he's like, what? Like everything's falling apart. The whole plan didn't work. Kind of thing. Which leads to an interesting thing Vash might be hearing from him if that's the case.
All we had to do was just contact
Tulpa thought he got ding dong ditched.
Yeah, so I don't know. That might lead to implications actually in the next campaign we're planning on doing. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. All right. So you guys continue on walking and talking into the Enclave. Let me just move this out of the way so I can copy you guys without copying that. All right.
And then need to be where we end it.
We got 5 minutes for me to describe a room.
Oh yeah.
All right. You guys locate the shop. Pandemonium Pennies. And
is this the room you spent a lot of time on?
No, actually it's
okay.
No, I've had this ready for about a month. Maybe a little bit longer. All right, let's see here. Let me copy and paste you guys in here, and then I'll drag y'all onto the screen. Just a second. Boop, doop, doop. All right. Here. This is what the inside of the shop looks like. So let's see. You guys enter the shop. As the creaking door swings open, a dense cloud of exotic incense greets you. The sweet and pungent aromas mingling to form a heavy cloak that seems to obscure your senses. Before you stretches a shop cloaked in shadows, dimly lit by a gray pale light emanating through a circular hole in the ceiling. The walls are lined with towering bookshelves, sagging under the weight of ancient tomes, some bound in leather that looks disturbingly like human skin, others encased in covers that shimmer with an eerie luminescence. Directly ahead, a counter carved from dark wood stretches across the room, particularly out of place here in the void, its surface cluttered with a chaotic assortment of objects, strange artifacts, glowing orbs, and delicate vials filled with swirling mists vie for the space alongside bones etched with runes and small whispering boxes that seem to move slightly when not being directly observed. Behind the counter, obscured by a veil of shadow that seems unnatural even in this dim light. Oop. You see a figure. Their eyes, insectile, smooth, and glowing faintly with a spectral light, peer at you with unsettling focus. Their cloak sits strangely on their upper body as if slightly misshapen, and the light dims even further as if to shy away from their presence. The shop feels aware somehow, watching and listening. The very atmosphere pulsates with a quiet power, the lingering essence of forbidden knowledge and arcane secrets. As you step further in, the floor groans underfoot as if to welcome you, and the shadows seem to lean closer, as if eager to overhear your dealings. The figure says, "Finally, we've been expecting you." And that's where we end today's session.
Woo.
Finally, indeed.
I do have a response if you'd like me to do that real quick.
Sure.
Not sure how, but district and man are the same. He says you lie. Do I follow you or heaven? Mir seems to have faith.
All right. I'll have an answer for you by next session.
One way or another, Luce is, by the end of the campaign, Luce is going to get smited out of existence. I feel it.
Let me check. We're going to hand out XP. Let me check. I want to make sure I get this XP right. I can't remember if it was hard or deadly, so I just want to make sure. Really quick.
It felt like a deadly. Does
I
that count?
think you said it was hard.
I think I did say it was hard last game, yeah.
I think you say it was verging on hard, yeah.
Like it was close to deadly, but not quite. And that's gonna affect the XP you get. So
Means it's only a 3.
To be fair, Mirkrith was gone pretty much that whole
and
combat.
Ruin.
that's part of the fight, though.
So we were down a player.
Right? Like it's the same as if
Our 2 tanks were
if,
gone.
if I put an enemy in that can summon other enemies, I wouldn't count the enemies they summon in the CR calculation. It's part of the original creature that summoned them CR, in my opinion. Yeah, it looks like it was a hard encounter. Okay. All right. So where's my XP thing?
Yeah, I just hate that at least me personally was completely useless during that because I was hard countered.
Yeah, it was particularly rough for you. Which I didn't intentionally do. What'd you say, Wolfrin?
I said I also didn't exist and didn't get a single attack, so you weren't the only one.
Well, you started it. You got the original attack.
Yeah, that's true.
You got the first attack. All right. So for combat, you guys will get 3. For RP, we had a good good bit of RP today. There was some stuff that happened pretty much with everybody. The scene between Dayren and Mirkrit that sort of everyone kind of started to get involved with. I didn't get much today from, as far as RP goes, from the diviners, really. Or courts, I feel like a little bit. So I'll take that into account. Unless you guys can think of something to be like, well, they did do this one RP thing. I'm just thinking outside of the combat. Because we only had like one conversation basically outside of the combat. I think I'll give you guys, just because I'm trying to slow you down a little bit, a 3 for RP.
I think we're all feeling a little less urgent since we're right at the beginning of a level.
Yeah. Okay. Lore quest stuff, bare minimum. Really, you got through the arch. That's one progression point.
I mean, we got some lore from Tulpa.
That's actually a fair argument. Okay, I'll bump it up to a 3. Yeah, that's very true. We got some lore on Tulpa. There was some other lore too that I think you guys can't make sense of yet, but maybe eventually you will.
Yeah.
All right. Rule of cool. There was some cool stuff. The way that
Got it.
what?
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought it was cute when Quartz just started putting gems in her hair.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
that's
was pretty funny.
cute, not cool, but
The smashing the skulls was pretty cool. The make sure you put on mind blank was pretty cool. The interactions with some of the stuff that happened there, the both voices speaking in Lucero's mind was all that stuff. That whole scene was pretty cool.
I didn't expect him to talk back. That scared me.
The drug deals.
Yeah, the light addiction stuff going on was pretty cool. All right.
Don't give them to the wife. You'll never get them back.
he's given them to you guys. She knows that they're needed. She would not withhold it, but she also feels like you guys need intervention.
We've all got issues.
She's gonna start doing them with us at some point. Just wait.
All right, yeah. How 3s across the board? Does that sound cool to everybody?
Yeah.
So 12 XP for you guys today. It's not a bad session. Not a bad session. And that puts you 12% closer to 19. All right. Well, welcome to Pandemonium Pennies. We'll see next time what's going on here with Veiled in Shadow. Thank you guys for playing. You guys did awesome today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and share the video out. I'm gonna see if I can get another video up on the YouTube tonight. It'll be Broken episode 52. It's the next one up. There is some bleeping in there, so make sure if you want to see the uncensored, unbleeped version, check out the Patreon for $2. Also,
He fared early in that one.
Also, you can head over to the Discord. It's free. And you can see the funny memes we were posting during game tonight. You can ask lore questions. You can ask how to get your V-Roid sorted out if you're wanting to make one for yourself. And you can chat with us if you want to do that. And you can also check out the artwork for Vash over at deviantart.com/Jessica Pegarero. All these links are in the YouTube description if you're watching on YouTube. You can head over to Instagram, TikTok, Coffee, and X.com and say hey to Joanna, Asa Wands Designs, and Asa Wands 01 on X. And, of course, once again, we have the lovely art credits for the Makie art token. Check that out. And yeah, great game. I guess everybody good for next week?
Should be.
Should be.
Should be.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a great night. Do we have any end remembers?
And remember, make sure you don't, get your party killed. It's not fun.
And remember, no die.
I feel like that doesn't apply to me.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Everybody have a good night and a good week. Stay tuned. Wednesday, it looks like we're going to be playing some Eclipse Phase. So if you want to join us Wednesday for that normal broken time, different game.
I'm going to be 5 people.
And
Oh my god.
yeah. And we'll be back Monday for Force to Flash.
Didn't realize what I got myself into. Help.
You did this to yourself.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
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 Good night.
Peace.